time for the Gore N More podcast.
Gonna have a good time.
Gonna have a good time.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
We're going on now.
A ball break, walking hand in hand in the moonlight. We'll be the sweet soul there. I swear we'll never part.
We're going on now.
A ball break, running in the sand, feeling alright.
And what's up, everybody, and welcome to the Gore N More podcast. This is your host with the motherfucking most, TJ Bowser, and joining me today is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, Chad Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
Big Johnny D.
What's up, Gorehounds?
And the killing machine himself, Bobby Amone.
What's up, guys?
If there's any audio issues in the comments, let me know. So today is August 17th. Today is my birthday.
Happy birthday, buddy!
Thank you. So we got 1982's The Slayer for you
Birthday
today,
time.
but first, it's time for your slice of life. Big Johnny D bringing in with the rave, baby.
What's going on? Well, it's birthday time, dude. Hashtag birthday weekend, bro, right?
Hey, did you guys get him those male strippers we all wanted to pitch in for? That's right, Johnny, get down with it.
Oh, not yet. Not today, sir. It's Monday and I am tired. Let's see. How have I been? I've been good, man. I've just been working all week. Got to play a little games. Did a little Switch with the family. Rocking some Mario Kart, got shit like that.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And I don't know. I know TJ obviously has a Switch. The Super Nintendo digital collection, they fucking added Donkey Kong Country, dude. So that's a win for everybody right there.
Your face.
What about it?
It was just like, oh, I loved it.
Oh, bro. All right.
You were the third person I have heard so excited about that. The first person was my son.
We zoom out, and just fucking Chad's lights are flashing too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dungeon party.
No, other than that, man, picked up Jesus Christ, caught up on actually some of all of our own Project Louder podcasts this week as well.
Talk about it.
Well, let's see. I listened to a little bit of Jerk the Curtain, and I'm not even a wrestling guy, but I obviously got to listen here and there just to.
So recently, a little sidebar.
Yeah,
Corey and I did Jerk the Curtain. We no longer review matches; we do watch-alongs.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes. So we'll play it and we'll instruct the people. We tell them when to hit play. We tell them how to watch it, where to find it and everything. And then we go from there. Chad, I went with a Lear this time and it's leaking.
Oh, well.
Well,
No, man, other than that, just been chilling. But Chad, how you been, bro?
I've been busy, buddy. Last week was a really, really long week at work. And just to make it even longer, I still don't have my car back. I'm actually leaving here. I'm not even probably going to finish the show today. I'm probably going to have to leave to get my car because they're only open till 8 o'clock, and it's about a half-hour drive out there to get it. So,
Ooh.
Yeah. But other than that, work. I finished Maneater.
Nice.
Yeah, not bad. I'm hoping to get some DLC soon, aside from the Tiger Shark skin that came out last week.
Fucking useless, but looks great.
It is. It's dumb. It doesn't do shit.
Oh, really? It's just aesthetic?
Yeah.
No, there are some, but you get
But
better
not
bonuses.
benefits to the people that want to actually do things in the game.
No.
Gotcha.
No, you're better off using the bone body than the Tiger Shark.
If you're mining, it's good.
Yeah, I guess. So I finished that, and I started playing a game that came out a few years ago, Dishonored 2.
Okay. Yep.
Which is from Bethesda. I like it so far. It's pretty cool. But aside from that, no, not much is going on here.
Right.
Just doing the podcasting stuff, and here we are. Bobby, how about you, brother?
well, like you, Chad, last week was a fucking doozy ass week. It was a busy. Like I don't think I could say it any other way. It was busy. So like this week is going to be way more chill for me. But the weekend was good. I was with my girlfriend for most of it. We had people over her place on Saturday. And then Sunday was just a chill day because it was raining. So this is more like chilling than anything. And then I showed you guys before, but this was one of the birthday presents I got, the ultimate Ash
Oh yeah.
Very nice.
by Dawn. Like, look at that. The eyes are wonderful. And then I got a few other things from my girlfriend, and then my friends gave me some really cool things. I wish I had my one friend. She painted me a picture of some of the Jason photos that I did as cosplay over the years. I left it at my girlfriend's, but it's so cool looking, so I got to get a spot to put that up. And then I got
Dick Days on that, buddy. You better fucking show up next week.
Shit, yeah.
I mean, you know. But so other than that, it was a good weekend. Very busy week, but a good weekend. Boss man, how is this birthday going? Now, wait. Did you get your good morning birthday present?
No, I was actually at work.
Oh.
Yeah. So things happen. Sarah actually had to work all day, spent most of the day with Taryn, went to the pool, hung out, went to the comic store earlier with my buddy Andrew, picked up some stuff, including a limited Puppet Master comic book in beer bottle. I also got Power Rangers Road to the Ranger Slayer and Ranger Slayer issue 1. Shout out to my co-host Johnny D down there. Yeah, he knows exactly what I'm talking about.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
That's why he's just sprinkling in there right now.
Sprinkling in there, boy. So catch us on the Wake and Bake podcast every other Sunday for your fix of Power Ranger talk.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yes. Then yesterday we kind of hung out a little bit with Sarah and Taryn, and they made me a carrot cake, and that was great. Watched some movies. Look at my fucking hand there. But yeah, other than that, podcast here, podcast there, podcast everywhere. Did a podcast with Le Adam Marquez on Saturday. For those of you who caught that, it was a really good episode. Sunday, we recorded a new episode of Jerk the Curtain that will premiere Wednesday at 8:00. So those of you who are pissed off that the NBA Finals took place of AEW Dynamite this week, fear not. Jerk the Curtain is coming at you with their first watch-along episode. It is exactly an hour long, and it is from Anarchy Rules 1999, and it is Taz versus Mike Awesome versus Masato Tanaka for the ECW World Title. Enjoy our watch-along and the debut at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Project Louder on Facebook and over at projectlouder.net. So without further ado, this week's episode from 1982, my pick, The Slayer. It'll be misunderstood, underrated. You guys won't like it, but I'll love it. So let's get into it. Directed by J.S. Cardone, written by J.S. Cardone and William R. Ewing. No relation to the basketball player. Produced by William Ewing, Eric Weston, and Annie Kimmel.
I love how it says Ewing, not Ewing.
It's a Star Wars ship. Sarah Kendall as Kay, Frederick Flynn as Eric, Carol Cottonbrook as Brooke. Wow. Alan McRae as David, Michael Holmes as Marsh, Paul Gandolfo as Fisherman. How did I get that? Newell Alexander as Kay's father, Ivy Jones as Kay's mother, Richard Van Brakel as Eric as a child, Jennifer Gaffin as Kay as a child, Carl Cranes as the Slayer. Music by Robert Folk, not a singer. Cinematography by Karen Grossman. Edited by M. Edward Saylor. Distributed by 20th Century Film Corporation. Released October 1st, 1982. Runtime of 80 minutes or 86 minutes uncut like Chad. And a budget of $750,000. Gross the fuck if we know.
Easier said than done, isn't it?
Yes.
We ready? Let's roll that beautiful beam footage.
I'm going to check something real quick. So hold up. Ah. Now I can hear it.
What you're about to see may shock you. It may frighten you.
Pop that branding back up on there.
You've been
Up, there you go, guys.
frightened
Yeah.
before. Don't
Wrong
worry.
one.
It's only a maddening, horrifying nightmare. Or is it?
What are you gonna do?
Fire some flares. Did you give her the pills like I told you?
Shout out to everybody watching live.
Maybe it's
on,
not a nightmare after all.
Facebook.
Oh yeah.
It's just some phenobarb. No.
It's for your own
No,
good.
You do.
no, no.
Feel better after you get some sleep.
No.
the Slayer.
There's nothing up here.
Are they really alone, or is there an unwelcome guest?
We don't know because this bitch crazy. Pitchfork.
Continues.
Is this a nightmare, or is it the fears we all have when we're alone
Fucking
in the
flare to
dark?
the chest.
And if it's only a nightmare, why is everybody
Son of a bitch.
dead? Prepare yourself, because you will never want to be alone again. Prepare yourself for the Slayer.
Okay, there we go.
Hello, Dead Dollies and Brody and everybody. Hello, hello.
Can't forget Heather and Jeggy
Thank
there.
you to Dollies for the
Heather and
birthday
Jeggy.
shout out. Appreciate it, guys.
Listen,
So, guys, The Slayer, 1982. Do you guys want to do a couple calls before we get into the old plot rundown?
before I want to slash it up, let's go.
Let's do this.
Okay. So, I'm going to give Brody a call real quick here.
Brody.
He's been waiting for it. You guys can hear him?
Hello.
Brody Kane, the doppelganger banger from Victoria, Australia. What are you doing?
Not much, mate. Not much. Happy fucking birthday. Happy
Thanks.
birthday again.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Thanks for the video on the timeline this morning.
Yes.
Well, I'm glad you liked it, mate. I put a lot of heart and soul into that video, I tell you.
Appreciate it, brother. So, this week you were treated with one of my favorite underrated gems, 1982's The Slayer. You want to talk about that?
I do, actually. I don't have much to say, but I do want to talk about it. Here's the thing. All I wanted was a gore fest classic with bulk amounts of violence, especially with the film titled The Slayer. Sadly, this was not the case.
Mm-mm.
I mean, what? The Slayer himself looks awesome
Yes.
for the 2 seconds of screen time.
Yeah, like
Very, very disappointing in that retrospect. However, the dream sequence of her partner's head in the bed was actually pretty damn disturbing,
Yes.
especially when you see those eyes and mouth start to bleed. I thought that was actually really cool. I've got a question.
Yes.
What the fuck is the Slayer's origin? Like,
The Slayer is something kind of similar to Slumber Party Massacre 2, as a lot of this is created in her mind or manifests itself from her mind. So everything is how she perceives it, which is why this film seems out of place.
yeah. So I'm guessing it was all a dream.
Yes. Bits and pieces of it. It blurs the lines of reality and what she perceives as real and what's going on.
Yeah. So we're basically taking a trip like inside her head, and it's just all
Essentially.
kinds of fucked up.
I see the film, and I guess we'll talk about it now with Brody on the phone. I see the film as she's going through a lot. She's a troubled artist, and that this film kind of chronicles her troubles that she's dealt with her entire life coming to a head and manifesting itself into the Slayer while she's on vacation, essentially ruining her life by taking out everything that is close to her. So if you see this film as more of an art piece rather than just your normal 1982 golden era slasher film, and I understand that you expect buckets of gore and goo and all that stuff, but it's more of an art house piece as the setting is glorious. It is beautiful. And I think the story's really, really well thought out because it's kind of a deep dive into this lady's mind and the struggles that she's going through and the things that she sees over the course of this vacation stay.
Yeah, well, having said that, that definitely opens up my interpretation on the film a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
However, it did take me 4 goes to watch this film.
Wow.
It's a slow burn.
It's an extremely slow burn, this film. And the trailer just gave away everything, so I should have just watched that.
bro, right?
But, no, having said that, yeah, like I liked that they were trying to do something different, but yeah. I will give it a Gore N More score of a solid 2.
Okay,
Wow.
fair enough.
Solid 2. I just wish we had saw more of the Slayer because I like the look of it, you know? I thought he looked fucking awesome.
Just like your first time, it was awesome. It was quick, and it left you disappointed.
Oh,
Yes. well said.
Okay, Brody. Until next week, brother. Thanks for calling in.
No worries. Enjoy your night, guys.
Yep.
I'll catch you.
See you later.
Later, buddy.
See ya.
Okay, plot rundown for Bobby after he's done with the whiskey.
Sure. Okay, boys. 2 young couples set off to a secluded island for what promises to be a restful retreat. But the peace is short-lived as a storm batters the island. Troubled artist Kay begins to sense that a malevolent, I can't pronounce it, is here with them, stalking them at every turn. Is she losing her mind, or is her childhood nightmares of a demonic, how do you say that word?
Assailant.
Assailant coming to terror.
Assailant.
Life. Assailant? It's not like a fucking cream you buy at CVS. You have any assailant in here? Excuse me. Is this the assailant aisle?
It says here on the police report she was attacked by an unknown assailant.
All right, real quick. I'm gonna dive into this. Because,
Yes.
all right. Just like Brody, it took me 2 watches to fully understand it. Now, when I fully understood the movie, concept, good. Execution, for me. That's just me. There was just, I don't know. It should have been more.
I think the film was really well done. Like, shot, scored. The setting was beautiful.
Yes.
The production design was on point. I mean, could you find a nicer looking house? I mean, even
On the inside, yeah. The outside looked like shit.
Yeah, the outside.
Well, that's
like
the whole point. I mean, the inside was glorious. The outside was. I mean, it's the only thing on that island other than the movie theater and a couple of rogue buildings. You know,
movie theater, the Playhouse there, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, the theater.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
remember the awesome jab he takes at her? Yeah, maybe one of your films played there. Sweet bird, there, dickhead. How's that fish look later?
That dude is definitely right. That was definitely the. I feel like the strangest kill of this movie, by far.
Yeah,
like,
dude, there's a whole movie of that Bloodhook from Trauma.
Fair enough. I can't say I've seen that. So
one of my favorites, buddy. It's a doozy. Let's just say it features a 45-foot muskie, and you gotta watch it.
wow. Ah.
Okay.
Dude, I haven't dived into I haven't dived into some Trauma in a long time, man.
They do have a streaming service, but it's only available on Chromecast.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay. Yeah.
That's cool. Mm. Well, it didn't take me 2 times to watch this. It took me 1 time, but separate occasions. My old ass fucking fell asleep last night. But granted, it was I ended up starting it way too late. I did the post that I was watching it, and the wife's new TV that she literally bought that morning shit the bed. All of a sudden the movie froze and turned off, and it wouldn't turn back on. So it's like, all right, that sucks. Switch out that, bring out the old TV. She ran that to Walmart, and I started watching it again. I got, I think, to the first kill, and that's when I was just like, yeah, I'm getting a little fucking sleepy-eyed, man. I'm going to bed. But thank God for YouTube, because I picked it up on there today and finished that throughout the day.
Arrow has a release of this, by the way.
Yeah, I started watching it on Tubi. I mean, not to skip ahead, sir, but
yeah, that's where I started watching.
That's where I saw it.
But it was shot really well. I was a little confused because honestly, I thought it looked.
The movie is presented out of chronological order.
It is, but it isn't.
I wasn't going to say that. I was going to say
again, it's perceived on how she sees the events.
it just looks older than 82 for some reason.
Yeah,
It does. It has a very 70s feel to it.
Yeah,
It must
like
be the footage.
early 70s.
We don't know what camera it was shot on. I wonder if IMDb would tell us what footage it was shot on.
I love the set locations and shit. You know what I mean? Like I like the island and stuff. It's a cool idea.
Yeah, like the movie looks great. Absolutely.
What's up, Scuba Steve?
Oh.
I feel like Brody. I think I went going in and knowing that this was a TJ birthday pick, I expected it to be almost so over the
Why
top.
does everyone think that I like these fucking gory ass films?
I don't know, man. Like for some reason, I was expecting something like Madman, but like I don't know.
Yeah. Really,
I don't know why.
Really that gory though? Like at what point did I set the bar for gory slasher films in this show?
I think I probably did with Hatch.
But by the way, Johnny, I just want to correct you. This originally wasn't supposed to be his birthday episode. It was going to be American Werewolf in London.
Correct.
And we rearranged things and put this on his birthday because he wanted something special. So we moved it around, and American Werewolf will get rescheduled at some point.
What are we doing next week?
I think next week's Deep Star 6.
Oh,
and then it'll be the fan episode.
Yes. Oh yeah. Shout out! I think they actually already did a group message or a group chat.
Yeah, I talked to them already about it.
Nice.
But yeah, I think I'm going to side with TJ on this one. I thought this movie was actually very well shot. The score was, to me, the score was the best part of the movie. The score was absolutely brilliant.
So it was very dramatic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think because they were trying to add that realism, add layers to the characters. These were actually believable people. They weren't some.
No,
these weren't like supermodel looking teeny boppers. These looked like actual average everyday people you'd pass on the street.
No, dude. I mean, we got
fucking right. You picked up on that too, Chad. Good job, man.
And I thought it was interesting though because they weren't. I mean, they were kind of average, but they weren't.
They're all very in character.
Well, one of them was a director. One of them was an actress. She was a painter, and her husband was a doctor.
Director was on point, by the way.
Yeah. And like the minimal sets, with they were just being the house, the outside, and the abandoned theater.
That's where it was, though. They totally got away with it.
Oh yeah, I think it was very well done. And the like I said, the score was fantastic. It really set this really great atmosphere. Like it was almost like you could see things like off to this corner, like outside your peripheral, things were happening that you couldn't quite understand. Mm-hmm. And the music really added layers to that.
Agreed.
So, no. I mean, like I said, I was hoping for maybe some more crazier kills, but honestly, you only got 4 people going into it, and maybe a 5th, obviously, with the pilot. So you really can't expect more than good suspenseful setup with some good kills.
This is true.
It's not going to be a slash fest where everybody's just dropping bodies left and right.
I also want to point out that I loved how at the end of the film, after everybody's dead, and she knows she can't really get off the island, she's like, well, fuck it. If I can't get out, you can't get in, and completely shutters the house up. Windows, doors, everything, just completely blockades herself inside it.
And goes full like Cabin Fever style, dude. Doesn't want to like go to sleep and shit like that. Nah,
right.
Movie Cabin Fever. I mean, like,
it's almost like a Nightmare on Elm Street type deal. Don't go to sleep.
Right. Well, you got to wonder if maybe some ideas were borrowed.
Probably.
Could be.
I mean, the cigarette burn and stuff. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I got that too. That was the very first thing I thought of was Dream Warrior.
Although I will say this, when she's trying to do that, like she is way closer than for it to actually start to burn.
You're getting a really weird popping noise from Bobby when he talks. You guys hearing that too?
Like some popcorn?
Oh no, maybe it's how he's positioned talking.
Pop.
How do I sound like this?
Oh,
it sounds like it's too loud. Like the sensitivity is too high.
Some bubbling going on there.
Yeah, some bubbling going on.
Yeah,
some bubbling news.
Continue. I will.
Okay, where are we, Chad?
I don't even remember.
I think we're gonna.
I don't remember where we left off.
Take a peek, maybe behind them curtains. A little bit.
We could do that. There's not much behind the scenes on this, but I will do my best. It was shot in 36 days during the winter. If I remember correctly, let me pull up. It was
A longer shoot.
Yeah. It was filmed on Tybee Island, east of Savannah, Georgia.
We need to go there.
Upon arriving at the island, which at the time was largely uninhabited and dilapidated, so that the desolation you saw was a real thing. They didn't build like a set for the theater and destroy it. It was actually a rundown theater. The director recalled it fit perfectly with the vision he had for the film while writing the script, and it took place in the winter of '82 on Tybee Island with additional photography in Savannah.
Huh.
The pitchfork murder was done in a single take. I think that's actually pretty amazing that they did that in a single take. That was probably the best, most effective kill of the movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
For me, anyway. Plus, you got to see some nipple through her shirt.
Ooh.
Always like some nipple.
It went from 2 to fucking 6 really quick, right?
Yeah. The sequence was with the fisherman was added as an afterthought. I'm guessing they decided they needed an extra kill thrown in there.
Absolutely.
This film was banned in the United Kingdom as a video nasty in the early
Yeah.
80s. Gotta love them nasties.
Right? That's a good show to have.
Although in ruins during the shooting of the film, the Tybee Post Theater was reconstructed by a nonprofit organization and reopened in 2009.
Yeet.
Shit.
So I'm guessing it is actually still standing right now.
More than likely.
Hopefully showing this. That would be kind of cool.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
J.S. Cardone claims the story was inspired by H.P. Lovecraft due to elements of dream versus reality, though few, if any, actual Lovecraft tropes appear anywhere in the film.
Interesting.
The score for this film was composed and recorded in London, England. The original ending, as written in the script, had Kay being killed by the Slayer. The final scene with Kay as a little girl waking up from a nightmare that serves as a premonition of the events shown beforehand was added after principal shooting on the film had wrapped.
Nice.
Bobby also reviewed a film once that was very similar in premise to this.
Yes,
Which one was that?
Sweet 16.
Ah,
That was
Gotcha.
that was another one of those where you were kind of like,
But featured Dana Kimmel.
yeah.
so yeah, that's like I said, that's really all I got. There's it's pretty light on
Hey,
behind the scenes
guys.
stuff for this. Yo.
Hello there, creepy ghouls. Do you like spooky things and horror movies? Then Cabin 13 has the stuff for you. Check out their selection of horror-themed props, bins, busts, action figures, collectibles, and more. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram. Be sure to visit cabin13.com and buy something, or I'll kill you. Marcio Charlie's Horror Costume Studios. Premium hand-sculpted latex masks, butts, and hoods. Everything is handmade and painted by Marcio himself. Be sure to check out his wide range and selection of products over at Facebook and Instagram at Horror Costume Studios.
Hey, you out there. Hey, listener. Take a look at yourself.
I need to
Want to
re-record
know
this.
why you look like shit? Because you aren't wearing Dewback merch. Take your ugly ass over to dewbackdiscussion.net and click on the merch tab. Pick up some hot fucking swag, then you can become a sexual tyrannosaurus just like us.
Graveyard Classics. Horror-themed tees and posters, professional in-house screen printing, and Jaclay prints. Powered by Death Style Art and Graphics. Go see what you can dig up over at graveyardclassics.net.
Come on down to Mask by Lance, premium Friday the 13th custom-made hockey mask down there in Tennessee by Lance McKinney. Find him on Facebook and Instagram over at Mask by Lance. Go order one now, boy.
I have missed those. That's great.
Like, come on.
There we go, guys. Be able to go
great.
over
That was
and
great.
check out all of our great sponsors on Facebook and Instagram at aforementioned places. So, moving on with today's episode, Johnny D,
Yo,
what's
homie.
your question?
Questions.
Question.
So, I mean, obviously, let's go with the biggest one. that
Ooh.
probably everybody's going with.
Oh,
What was this? What was this movie? What was this movie's ending to you? That's what I want to know.
wake me up inside.
Oh, I guess my question would be like, so was this just all a premonition to when she was a kid of the dream she actually talked to? So it was more like a dreamception, or is it like a recurring hell where she died and then she woke up as a kid and she's gonna have to relive it all over again?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I was closer to that.
Groundhog Day.
Yeah,
Exactly.
kind of like that.
That or Krampus. That was, I kind of went with that thought too. Permanent Christmas hell.
Except this is permanent vacation hell.
Right. Permanent. What was it? Off Virginia, we said? I believe it was.
No.
Georgia.
Georgia. I'm sorry.
It was all for Savannah, Georgia.
Oh, yeah. So, gentlemen, what was she drinking to help her stay awake?
Coffee.
Bobby, what was she drinking?
What kind of coffee?
Taster's choice.
Ooh, no.
Maxwell House.
Yep.
Oh.
TJ's like, duh, I've seen this way too many times. It was a long shot on the Maxwell House, dude. I feel like they may or may have not have been a sponsor for this movie.
Sure.
Shout out to Maxwell House. Sponsor me. I will make the best commercials.
Fuck, right? There you go.
Want to wake up every morning with excellence? Wake up with Maxwell. Want to quit being a piece of shit? Wake up with Maxwell. You want to look like me? Look like Maxwell. Yeah.
Hell yeah. So TJ, what did you think though? I mean, like, was it just all one dream? Was it a recurring thing?
I think this is one of those films that is left up to interpretation. It can mean a multitude of things depending on the viewer, and I think that's part of the charm that is 1982's The Slayer. I think that I can sit here and I can view it as one complete dream. Someone else can view it as like, I don't know. How else can you interpret that? Is there another way to interpret it other than she just woke up as a dream? Or maybe
I looked at it as a restart. Like
it can be a restart?
Like an endless cycle. I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of like John's idea of where it's just like this hell where they're just repeating their deaths over and over again endlessly.
Okay.
Like, why is she picked and all that other shit? You know, who knows?
You know what? I'm gonna go with the stance that it's like Final Destination, and then it's just a premonition into her future.
That works.
It can just be one long nightmare.
Could be. That is one possible. There's like three major schools of thought on
You're
it.
telling me you've never dreamed of yourself older?
Yeah, and I didn't like it. I woke up real fast.
See?
Well, what's cool is I like the fact that they were. So if this was just her waking up from that dream, they were talking about the dream inside the dream already. So that's why I kind of.
You haven't done that?
No. Listen, man, I don't know. I can't speak for you, but this might be a little bit more of a wake and bake segment. But usually when someone partakes, particularly before sleeping, they usually do not hit REM sleep. So they do not get deep dream sleep. They usually get just a nice, heavy body sleep, and you usually don't retain or remember your dreams or anything like that.
Okay. Brody just asked what was the meaning behind the drawing of the random doors. I think that was just another example of her premonition of sorts, because the doors, so it shows her she's in the rundown theater. She's looking and she sees the doors from the inside.
Yeah, I just figured it was more of her artwork, kind of like haunting her and stuff.
Yeah, she said she dreamt about that building that she saw in the beginning too.
Well, she said she's been dreaming about this place their whole fucking life, pretty much.
Yeah, and what was the thing that the pilot said too? He said like this is the bad place people dream about when they have nightmares or some weird thing like that.
Yeah, something.
I don't know.
It was like right after they landed when they're leaving the plane.
It's
he said
a
something like
movie
that.
that tried to have too much lore behind its backstory behind the killing.
Like maybe he just said the bad. I don't know. Maybe he just said that because he knows there's nobody on there or nobody there. There's no way to call for help.
I kind of want to know what the hell. Where was everything else on the island? There was like a house and there was a movie theater, and that was it.
Where's all the other houses?
Yeah, where's anything?
Which
in the sand.
I mean, like I like that it was all dilapidated, and I like that they really had a.
Well, if you think about it, if it was like a cruise ship destination, there wouldn't really need to be much there other than a beach and a movie theater. If everyone just went there to go watch a movie and hang out on the beach and get all fucked up and go back to the boat.
who went and got killed on Epstein Island. And it's just one little house in the movie theater. Yes. Hey, man. I like the, although this was actually a really big fucking island. This wasn't just like
huge.
Right? It had its own like forest and vegetation and shit like that.
Yeah, but in that big ass island, there's one house
that we saw.
Yeah, there had to be more. We just have to assume that there was more because he even said
again, maybe
pilot
they
even
only
said that
showed one
everyone-
to show to make the appearance of more isolated.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, these fuckers were so rich, they each own like their own big 100-acre island.
See, that kind of leads a little bit more evidence to the whole they're stuck in a hell of repeating their death cycle thing.
Yeah. It's
Stuck on an island with
still
the Slayer.
The house outside looks like a piece of shit. Walk inside, it's like, oh shit.
Again, I'm gonna guess the interiors were at a different location, the Savannah location they were speaking about.
It definitely brought me back to some sweet 80s fucking hardcore dark oak. You know what actually reminded me of the inside was the sorority house from Black Christmas.
Yes, it was very good there.
Very nice, very nice. So, gentlemen, do you guys have any big questions by chance?
No,
I think we good.
I think your question.
Now, what kind of wood was that going up the steps there? It was it had to be some sort of mahogany.
Say mahogany or maybe a cherry.
Maybe a cherry.
There's definitely a hardwood.
Definitely a hardwood. Yes. If it was down there in Savannah. Okay, that's enough of that.
I can just feel Lance cringing.
Brown Allen.
He just broke apart 3. Just
douche of the movie, guys.
The brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The brother.
But he wasn't
He was
really
the guy
that
in the white sweater, the fisher.
Yeah.
He wasn't really that douchey, but there wasn't really too much to pick from. So he was like
He
the
kind
douchiest of what we had.
Fed up with that girl's shit by that time. So he's like just kind of like a douche because like take him out of context and we're making him a douche. So let's not be that guy and let's justify it. You know what? She was getting on his nerves and he's had enough. He took her all the way out on that vacation and she was being an ungrateful bitch, still bringing her bullshit along, bringing all that stupid baggage that he specifically told her to not bring up on this vacation, and she blew it. And if she wouldn't have caused all that bullshit, the Slayer never would have manifested itself and ruined that vacation. So you know what? It was her fault.
She's the
I like
douche.
him.
She's the douche.
She didn't bring proper medication for her trip.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's all it was.
The girl is the
There's
douche.
two sides of every story.
Yeah,
Me
let's go with
too.
that. She was kind of the douche. She brought everybody down. Fuck her.
Yeah, fuck her.
Fucking B Squad, Sigourney Weaver. Oh,
yeah.
First, listen, there's no way they didn't hire that girl for her stare alone. She does it in literally every other scene. Just a huge bug eye.
And we also got to see how she looks long butt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro, I think her hair got like poofier every scene, dude.
Oh God.
Yeah,
She definitely had that Peg Bundy look going.
Oh. Peg Bundy.
Hey, Chad.
Yeah.
Let's get in with your questions.
Right. So, what format did you watch it, and how was the quality?
Tubi.
Tubi.
I will say the sound was very loose. It wasn't the best quality. Could be better. I'm
guessing the sound was the original mono version that came out.
Yes.
Let me see. Is it on the Arrow release or is it one of the other
I'm
ones?
gonna guess the Arrow release.
The Arrow release. It is.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the sound was real scratchy at times too. Like you heard a lot of.
But that kind of also added to the aged feel of the film. So
True.
I mean, would Texas Chainsaw Massacre be as good if it was cleaned up?
No.
No. It would totally lose. It would lose that documentary feel.
Case in point.
Sometimes you don't need the 4K transfer.
Long butt mania.
Yeah.
It's got to stop. It's got to stop like halfway up your spine. It's got to be real long.
Isn't there something happening in October for Monster Mania?
Yeah,
virtual thing, isn't it?
They said it wasn't virtual.
Oh,
it could be something in a parking lot somewhere. Whatever. ain't worried
Yeah,
about
man, you gotta try what you gotta do.
Just October 23rd, something like that. Kentucky, be there, be square. Meet Project Louder founder and host Mick Strawn and TJ Bowser. That's me. Okay, guys. Chad, next one.
Favorite kill, guys.
Ooh.
Woo, this is a hard one, baby.
I actually like the I mean, even though it wasn't like the best, I like that fish hook because he was being pulled out to sea.
Yeah, that was definitely a nice touch.
A little poetic justice, you're saying?
Slayer got the hip waders on.
So
Right.
I like that one for the
Now I want to see that fucking scene, dude.
I like that for the fact that he wasn't being pulled into land; he was being pulled out to sea. So it was like, he's not coming back.
What are you doing in my waters?
I understood that reference.
Got this motherfucker.
Oh, dude, I don't know, man. It's a tie for me. It's tough.
Elevator shaft's good.
Oh yeah, I would say elevator shaft.
I got to go with the pitchfork, especially considering it was done in one take.
Pitchfork.
It was nice. I feel like those are my ties, and then I have to give honorable mention to the flare in the chest because you don't.
That
really
was brutal. That was brutal,
bro. And the only person that's going to understand this reference is Lance. But dude, that straight up was like blood, dude. Shoot a zombie with your fucking flare gun for the first time, man. Just doof. Everything. And that guy, I feel got it the worst. Like he was just kind of showing up to try to help, and he just got fucked.
Steve.
In true Project Louder fashion, Steve will be partaking in pain meds and watching The Slayer. So enjoy, brother. Hey, when you're done, make sure to watch Phantasm. I heard that's pretty good on that stuff too.
YouTube or Tubi, remember?
And when you're done with those pain meds, just
It's been a while since Bobby snorted anything off the toilet seat and headbutted a toilet. Last time he did it, he cracked it. So let's keep going, guys.
Okay, guys.
Long day at Mania. All right.
Guys.
What you got, buddy?
I gotta go. I gotta go get my car. It's already quarter after.
Okay, I will take over and do the three-way dance.
Okay, I want to give it my final score. I'm actually going to give it a solid 3.
Okay.
So figure that into your calculations at the end.
3.
Catch you later, boss.
All right, I'll see you guys next time. TJ, make sure you give me the final score. Sorry, guys, I can't stick around. I do got to get my car.
It's all good, Chad.
All right, happy birthday, brother.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye, baby.
Okay, and then there was three-way dance. Boom, there we go. Look at that. Pickle. Is there a pickle on your lighter? Chad's gone, so we can fool around now.
Ooh.
We can stop being adults now. Yay. Okay, so guys, best scene?
Ooh, best scene. Dude, I want to say almost the entire third act.
Yeah, it was pretty spicy, wasn't it?
Yeah, the third act.
As much as
I'm gonna say, I really like the theater shot when she finds the body.
Oh, his head.
Yeah, they're really good tension set.
The nice little hand swing first before the turnaround. Yeah. All right.
Opening scene.
It did hook me in. I will say that. Yes.
Yeah. I was a little like until it gave me the bloody hand wraparound. Then I was like, okay, you got
Danny
me.
Cordelis, shout out, brother. Yeah, buddy, got the part 8 rocking on. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, man.
Had to get a bone graft in my jaw today. Steve, sorry about that, brother. Hopefully,
Damn, bud. Feel better soon.
As long as it didn't affect that beautiful jawline of yours, we're golden, baby. That's right. So, best hits, hottest girl.
I'm gonna have to say probably the blonde. And if you're gonna go with fellas, I'm gonna have to say the dude with the mustache. It's because he had a rocking mustache.
Fair enough. We do like mustaches.
A blonde.
Right? Who doesn't want a proper ride?
Also, do you think Corey's mustache acts as a natural mask to prevent COVID?
It's.
I have thought about.
I'm sure it adds air tightness.
Yes. It was a conversation that we had.
I did just check him out in that sweet little Tomb Raider bed, man.
Yes, they're going to film a sequel to that, and he plays the main villain, And he shout out to my heterosexual tag team partner, Corey Kaufman. He just got done doing stunt work for another short film that he just did, and he is the main bad guy in it. Rocks a overcoat and everything, pretty badass type stuff. Corey's been doing a lot of stunt work and a lot of helping out at the local Redeemed Wrestling stuff. Did you guys get ordered the pre-order Scream Factory F-13 set? I did. I got the. I went through Amazon Canada and got it without the Scream Factory extras. I believe John got his, and so did Bobby.
I got mine with all the extras.
And John, did you get yours?
I did not.
John did not get it. Okay.
I failed.
Breaking my balls, John. You're breaking my balls.
You can hide a gun in that mustache. That's right. Best hits. I'll agree with John. Score absolutely set the fucking
Score
movie.
was Score was very interesting for this movie. Like we mentioned before, it was very dramatic. Like it didn't have your.
It was well done. There was some thought put into it.
It was very well done.
The ending credit scene was definitely. I feel like it intrigued me just because you don't usually get that kind of music when you end a horror movie. I feel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. This was definitely more of a. It's definitely horror. And like I said, dude, I wish we got more. I agree with Brody. I wish we got more of the Slayer itself, but obviously,
Yeah, I would have.
Sometimes you just don't want to reveal it too much. You just got to give it that little bit.
Little tease.
Kind of reminds me of the prisoner at the end of Prison. You just barely see him. God.
Yes, dude. Oh my God, that is perfect.
So the next one's best song. Are we able to select? This is going to have to check this out tonight. Shout out to Mark and Kevin from the Two Guys on Friday. Now a proud member of Project Louder. Shout out to our boys. Woo! Find their debut episode over on projectlouder.net. An apple a day. That's the name of the episode. Without context. Okay, favorite character, guys. I'll have to say, like, the director guy. I mean, even though he's douchey and stuff, like I said, he's kind of like really very real with everybody and very like, okay, I'm on vacation. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to enjoy this. Quit trying to fucking ruin it. I like
the brother. The brother. Okay.
I'm going with the mustache guy because of his mustache.
Okay.
I'm just gonna have to go with the plain dude because he was just a weird red herring that looked creepy, and he got fucked up the most, man. He got the knife stab, and then he got literally fucking burned. So
yeah, it's true, he did.
But
yeah, also, I wonder if you guys watch that scene again, whenever they're getting out of the plane and they do the zoom in from the pilot's face, and he turns and looks at them. And then they do the zoom out. He watches them the entire sequence until they go out of frame.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
I got to watch that part. I didn't pay attention to that too much.
So they really red herring that motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I expected him to, creepy. I'm not going to lie. I actually I mean, he does pop in, obviously, back in the spoilers. I expected him maybe even earlier on. Maybe like somebody saw him like sneaking by a window or something, just to give a little bit more fucking tease to that.
It was definitely giving off that.
It makes you second guess whether the Slayer is a fucking thing or not.
Right.
And I think that's the whole point of showing it at the end is for you to not go. I think the problem is that we watched the trailer last week and we went in with the preconceived notion that the Slayer is this grotesque thing the entire film. Now, if we watch this without watching the trailer, we went in the notion that this is just another slasher film. And this is just a person that is also in the film that we're currently watching. So the red herring aspect would have actually delivered properly. But due to the fact that we did watch trailer from last week, and like Bobby said, well, not Bobby, but Brody said that the trailer kind of ruined it and kind of gave away the film. So I don't think that we had the benefit of the doubt of going into this film with a clear mind or with an open mind because we had this vision of a Slayer coming in here and just ripping everyone to shreds.
I mean, even the little tagline does say there's a demonic killer. So,
and there is, and he kills everybody respectively.
Oh yeah. No, I'm just saying like I feel like they just like, yeah, we don't care. We're gonna give it away, but you're still gonna want to watch it. Mm-hmm. Like I said, man, the cover art though. I mean, even the cover has got a demon face on it, but the cover art's fucking dope, dude.
Well, that's also the Scream Factory cover art. I don't know what the original one is.
I think the original one is the one where it's all black on the. It's like surrounding black and it's red in the center. Yeah,
had like a flame around it, right?
Fuck. I did look at it. Yeah, it wasn't anything. Obviously, the Scream Factory is just
was.
Yes. Arrow. Sorry, Arrow.
Oh, was it Arrow? Oh, I apologize.
We apologize. Also, Walmart now has Scream Factory releases if you pay attention.
Yes, they
No shit.
I saw Roadhouse Special Edition, Shout Factory, Firestarter, Scream Factory, Stallone's Cobra on Scream Factory, $13.
Oh shit!
Remember, guys, these are limited print, so catch them when you can.
Roadhouse.
Damn, dude.
Also, for any of you who have the Scream Factory Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 Blu-ray, it is now valued at $152 on eBay as it stands.
Holy
Got
shit! I was rubbing his hand right now.
Try.
Where are we at, team?
So we just did favorite character.
Was it scary?
Was it scary?
No, but there was good tension. So I think if you're in the 80s and it's 82 and you're watching this, I think it would have gave you some jumps.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
And like we've said this many times. There's a lot of times we're going to mostly say no, it's not scary, but we can always find good areas in the movie that stand out above the rest.
Yeah,
and yeah, dude, I feel with the score and everything like that, and the chick's crazy bug eyes always looking off fucking camera, dude. So you're always like, what the fuck
well, you
is she
also
looking
got to understand, but her acting, and we'll kind of talk about the.
Oh, I'm
acting
not
part
shitting
right
on
now.
it, dude. I'm just saying, like, she's always looking.
She did
outside,
so good with portraying paranoia through facial expression.
Bro.
So good.
There's no way she didn't just walk in with like that look, and they were like, "Yep, she's the one."
Right.
So, gentlemen, does it hold up today?
Personally, I think this visually it does. But like it's a slow burn, and it's one of those films that's like wine. It's not for everybody, and if you like it, you love it, and if you don't, you don't.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, that's understandable actually.
It is clean. The music's clean. Obviously for today's standards, like you just said it, dude, nail on the head. It'd be way too slow.
Matthew Hawthorne asked a very good question.
Yes.
So, did you watch The Slayer back in the video age or now on YouTube? I watched it now. I am one of those fans that were raised by older people, and I had the benefit of growing up with the exposure to films like this and shown older films, and those films were pushed rather than newer releases. I focused more on cartoons and older films growing up, so I grew up with an appreciation of this. So I wasn't around per se for when these were released, but I grew up with them in a different format. So I was, let's say, late VHS, early DVD era.
That's fair.
That's
boys.
This is the first time viewing for me, actually.
Yeah.
So
Bobby's the same for me for that answer.
Yeah, and also, this is also a first time viewing for me for this movie too.
So thank you, Tubi, for having the classic horror movies.
Yeah, Bobby was born the same year as me, a couple days before. Happy birthday, late birthday anyway, Bobby. Everyone was giving me birthday, but nobody was giving Bobby some love.
Oh, it's everybody's birthday this week, dude.
Yeah.
Bobby got a little love last week and into this week, dude. It's nice. TJ actually landed on the day. Perfect.
Yeah, that's true. He did.
But it's cool to be, born in the time frame, a little sidebar, that Bobby and I was because we were at that transitional period where VHS might have been at a high, and we were able to see the transition from VHS to DVD to Blu-ray while we were growing up. So I think we had the added benefit of seeing all those older films re-released on a new format, which allowed us to be exposed to them, which then gave us these unique niches of fans, which is why these horror fans exist these days that are our age and that are of our, let's say, group, millennial generation group.
Yeah.
I think that's why they exist, is because of the people that were born in that time frame and their exposure to DVDs and Blu-rays.
The amount of VHS I had as a kid.
See, everybody. as a kid, I had a lot of cartoon VHSs. I didn't have a lot of movies per se. I had the basics, the Ace Ventura movies, Caddyshack, and Ghostbusters 2. And then the rest of my films, all VHSs, were TMNT cartoons. And I'd carry those around in the milk crate. And then that's what I would do. My entire life was TM.
Were they the Burger King TMNT ones too?
No, my grandmother was very passionate for allowing me to collect things. If you guys couldn't tell,
Right.
yeah, I was enabled at a very young age. So I had the benefit of having series and just a big, like, bunches of things just filled of tapes. So that's, we carry around everything on our phones these days. I carried around milk crates full of VHSs. I've talked about that on shows before, but hell yeah,
man. And you know what, dude? You always had to have the 2 VCR setup and the also random just rewinder off to the side as well. So you do some nice recording. Yeah, dude. Who didn't have a bunch of I'm a little older than you guys, so being 85, I got a little bit
Speaking
more.
of that, around that time frame, Jack's Pacific, since we're talking about VHS tapes, remember Jack's Pacific did a lot of those toys with their licenses where they did the giant toys?
Yeah.
Like this scale. I remember having a Ninja Turtles, a Raphael that I carried around everywhere. That was that scale. But I also remember having an NWO Hulk Hogan that scale from Jack's Pacific as well. You guys remember what I'm talking about? They weren't really superposable.
Yes,
okay, but yeah.
I had the Sideshow Collectibles Leatherface figure going around. All right. My grandmother would be like, "What is this?"
Do we know what those cost originally?
$40 because you know why? I bought one every month because that came out.
Valued at around $150 base right now.
Jesus.
Depending on the figure, yeah.
So it's kind of a roundabout. I mean, we were talking about the ladies acting, and you said how it definitely dialed in the paranoia. So to go into the next question, was the acting good or bad, gentlemen?
Great.
Mr. Ramone.
Wonderful.
No, I think it was pretty good, dude.
For this movie, yeah, I'll give it that.
It wasn't like it was hammed in or anything like that.
No.
And the screams for the pitch, dude. And it might have been just because of the amount of track, but dude, just be careful if you're listening in loud headphones, man. That shit's gonna hurt.
Wait till you get my spicy take on the cinematography question.
Alrighty, so let's hit that spicy take. Shall we?
Okay.
Let me get that hot sauce ready. Hold on.
Get the milk. Get the milk because this fucker's spicy.
Milk and the bread? Okay, let's do it. So,
for the first time in Gore N More history, I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know because I can't decide whether the setting makes the cinematography great or if the cinematography makes the setting great, therefore making the cinematography look good, or vice versa. Because, like Chad said, the setting is so awesome because the island's so beautiful. And then, the sets were so desolate and run down themselves that the production design looks on point. So everything in frame looks so spectacular.
Right.
So I can't tell whether these shots are just okay, we put effort into this, or it just happenstance. And
I think a little bit of both.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I think if they lucked out with locale and they were like, holy fuck, we have to use this. We have to use this.
But it worked.
And then you had somebody who actually still had a good eye for a good shot.
You know what? I'm going to say, I'll take the spicy take and say it was incredible because no matter whether they were trying to do it or not, it turned out fabulous. And some of the scenes where they tried to induce a sense of suspense or terror through sound in shots that were empty. And when I'm talking about sounds and shots that were empty, when they utilize sound and shots of empty parts of the island mixed in with shots of the empty theater while she's standing in, those look beautiful.
They do. This film was shot very well.
Yes. So, but I'm very unsure because of the reasoning of why I love it so much. Because I feel like this guy's great. But where's the setting great?
I mean, like I said, dude, I think it's both. I think it's two elements that meld together and lift each other up with it, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
I need to watch more of Karen Grossman's work. That's what I need to do. Let's see what else Karen Grossman did. Watch her do fuck all.
Never seen that one. What's that one about, buddy?
Sorry, I've been talking to Brody so much.
No, you're fine.
Karen Grossman, IMDb, camera. She was in Risky Business. Cinematographer, Monsters. Cinematographer for Audition, Pet Shop. Tales from the Dark Side, Thunder Alley. The fuck's Thunder Alley?
No.
Oh, she did Microwave Massacre, Bobby.
Oh, no shit.
What the fuck?
Thunder Alley. A group of friends start a rock band, but as they start to rise in the music world, they get mixed up with drugs. What? Oh, director J.S. Cardone. Same director.
No shit.
What the fuck? Hamburger, the motion picture.
Ooh, delicious. So, gentlemen, with this movie, and I feel like we probably already know where this is going to go, but did you enjoy the premise?
Goddamn right.
I did. I just was trying to piece it all together. So, but when I watched it the second time, I enjoyed the premise. Yes.
Yeah, John, when you wake up, it's a pretty good story.
Right? No, man, I like the idea of it. I wish it was a little bit faster paced for my taste, personally.
It's a slow burn.
Like I said, the third act, it definitely ramps it up and ramps it up fast, which is nice. And actually, if you like step away for a second, you definitely will, like, you're just like, what the fuck did I miss, dude? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so once that ball starts rolling, man, you just got to keep making sure you keep paying attention. But no, I liked it, man. I wish I knew the name off topic, and I apologize. So maybe if any of our listeners do, there's actually a specific cryptid that's kind of exactly like this, where it manifests the more you think about it. So whether it's that or it's an actual
Scuba Steve!
What's that?
Scuba Steve!
Yeah, dude, scuba.
Be useful. Do your job. Somewhat supernatural.
Our supernatural brother. What is the crypt? He said he didn't really fuck with cryptids though. His was more ghost stuff, but still, he might know. But yeah,
Brandon,
man.
if you know anything, if you're watching, Brandon Lane, you handsome devil.
But I mean, it could go that way. It could actually have been a demon. It could have not actually happened, and we just saw the dream the whole time before actually it does happen.
She could be tripping balls.
She could be fucked right. Could have gotten to daddy's little acid packets in the sock drawer accidentally. What's these little tablets? Wow. Little papers.
Guys.
Yeah, buddy.
Recycle, rewind, or remake?
Ooh. I don't want to say remake, but I don't feel like they'd find a good enough island, and the shots I feel would be like too cheesy. So I almost have to say a rewind.
Yeah.
Rewind.
This would have to be a rewind. I don't think the recycle or remake would work.
I mean, a remake, it would. If you remade this, dude, I feel like it would just feel so vastly different. They would probably add more people into it. It'd be some like stupid party island or some bullshit. Maybe I'm going a little too 2000s on that. I don't know.
Use the island from The Last Jedi.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely going to say rewind, though.
Okay. Same here.
Yeah.
Guys, now for the part. Since Chad didn't give us his rating, I'm just going to use
No, he said 3.
Oh, he said 3?
Yeah.
Okay. So Chad is 3. Bobby is. Johnny is.
I'm going to go with a 2.5.
I'm going to give it a 4. Gore N More score of 2.8, baby.
All right.
All right. Okay.
So, Gorehounds, if you had not, check out 1982's The Slayer.
The Slayer.
Then get back to us. Let us know if you think we're retarded or ridiculous. I apologize for that.
Well, we are ridiculous. No, we are ridiculous. But
if they agree or disagree or whatever, I was gonna say, like you guys have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Exactly.
But all right, gentlemen. So now we got that. Do we have any horror news? Anything delicious to talk about?
New Mutants comes out this month. Candyman next month.
Wait. Is that legit? New Mutants is actually dropping?
Yeah, 28th.
No shit.
Yeah, 8/28, baby.
VOD?
I believe.
Nice.
We will have a review up the day of. Somebody will jump on it, I hope.
Yeah, I definitely need to watch that shit, dude. I mean, we've only been waiting how many years? 4?
Yeah. Mick's going to fucking come all over it.
Yes.
It's been so long that Mick had to be reminded what it was about after being initially excited about it.
I love it.
Wait,
That's
or was
awesome.
that during the same conversation? Just kidding, Mick. Just kidding. So, what did you guys pick up this week? Any new horror pickups for you guys?
Nothing new for me, but in the horror realm, I did meet a lovely gentleman that we all kind of know through Facebook. Actually, maybe Bobby's actually met him. But I met Marino Lupo this weekend from the lovely state of New Jersey.
He's doing that part 6, Jason.
Bro, he has a beautiful part 6. I didn't get to dude, he came all the way from fucking Jersey, stayed for a 3-day shoot, did with Gallows Lane, and they fucking went balls to the wall, man. I know you guys have probably seen a little bit of the shit that they've dropped, but I unfortunately didn't get to hang out with them.
That special thanks to.
Oh, yes. So, and you know what? I got to even give my special thanks to, because I actually got to wear it as well. But special thanks to our lovely Cabin 13, sponsors of the Gore N More podcast. Check out Dale and Corey's awesome work. I got to rock their sweet fucking dead headband from part 6.
Oh, nice.
We'll see what Joe's got in store with that one. That one's going to be a tough edit. I hope
I want to see non-edited photos. I want to see photos that are just great unedited.
Yeah. Oh,
that's
dude.
what I personally want.
Well, the way I say edit, I can't, obviously I don't want to go too far in the thing, but there's going to be some ones, dude, that are just straight nice shots. They went ham for this shoot, man.
Yeah, I just want straight nice shots. I don't want like anything added afterwards. I think that those are I don't like those.
I don't know. All of mine even.
I'm not a fan of heavy edits, even when Corey does heavy edits. I think they're a bit much. I'm more of the less is more type thing.
Right. No, hey man, everybody's got a preference.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, this was my first experience ever getting to play with like a silicone or see a silicone hood, and holy fuck, do those have some weight?
My first experience with the silicone hood is actually the Screen Used Vengeance one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got to fuck with it at Blairstown a little bit with me and Donnie boy.
Nice.
Shout out to Don Shell and the things that we get into when we're together. Love you, brother. Thank you for serving. That's where he's at right now. Yeah, we got to fuck with that a little bit there. They're heavy, aren't they? But they're super great. Super hot there.
I felt so bad for the kid because it was like 95 a couple of them days. I'm like, you just got to be dying in that fucking thing.
It's no fun in silicone. It's no fun in latex. Both.
I mean, yeah, I got the latex, dude. At least mine's got the fucking open face so I can breathe a little bit.
Yeah.
But that full face silicone, dude, I guess I never just expected that kind of weight. You know what I mean? Like
RCO's masks are latex, but they fit like silicone.
Yeah.
So, but they don't have the softness of silicone.
No, they don't.
Yeah, man. And like I said, dude, shout out to Cabin 13 for all the props they sent up for this shoot, dude. Like, made a lot of this all come together very nicely. It's gonna be cool to see this shit rock out. And it was nice to meet another cosplayer, dude. You know what I mean? I've been talking to the kid for a little bit, just never got to meet him. So
yeah, I met him at sure. He does really good, man.
Hell yeah, dude. I will say the only thing I was a little upset back, and I will blame Joe for this, even though he says it's Marino's fault. He said he was going to be in stilts or lifts, so he was going to be 6'8", and I'm like, wow, that's pretty fucking up there, dude. Like, holy shit. And then we're standing there, I'm just like, are you in your lifts right now? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, motherfucker, you are not 6'8", dude. You are like maybe 6'4" right now.
CJ's not that tall anyway. So
what's that?
CJ's not that tall anyway.
CJ's my height.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I guess I was just still See, dude, like just being a monster myself, like you know what I mean. Like when you hear
Jason
somebody's
doesn't
gonna-
need to be taller than 6'3" in any certain situation.
That's fair.
And the build just needs to change.
To which it does.
You need to go from skinny to Bobby.
I'm 6'5", so there you go.
You got to elongate the traps and the body, and then as the Jason movies go, he gets squishy. He gets squished. He gets bulkier, and the traps go down, and the muscles go down, and then he gets so big like Bobby.
Shoulders
and then, he
come.
looks
And then you go to like the remake, and he's back to my height.
yeah.
Right? Hey, man. Fuck it.
Yeah, but whenever it comes to like cosplay photos, I always prefer like Bobby's style of photos. It's just the raw photography type thing just always gets me. The photos Bobby did with what's her name? Lisa are some of my favorites because of how raw they are.
Yeah, a lot of the photos I do, they're never heavily edited. Very few. I think I could actually count maybe.
You have this natural presence, and you have this ability to pair yourself with very capable photographers that know how to capture you properly. So you're able to pull off some of the best shots. So
Hey, I pull the costume together. They pull the magic. The murdering comes after the shots are done.
Yes. John, anything else?
No, man, that's all I got, brother.
Also, I saw Netflix just dropped something called Zoids Wild, and it seems pretty cool. It's not your typical Zoids where they're inside fighting each other. They're kind of like riding on them. It's very interesting. They're still very large robot animal things, but it's cool. Go check it out on Netflix. Zoids Wild. It's for fans of the older Zoids. It's pretty cool. Check it out.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I'd say that that's all for this episode and review of 1982's The Slayer. Next week, we are doing Deep Star 6. Is that directed by Sean Cunningham?
I believe so.
It is. So fuck that guy. Stay tuned next week for our review of that film at around 6:15 to 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, depending on what we're doing. Apologize for the lateness this week. Apologize for Chad ducking out like he said earlier, but it's all good, my homie. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, John, for joining me on another fabulous Monday.
Thank you for having us, sir.
So until next week, this is your host with the motherfucking most, Mr. 88, the mouthpiece of the Northeast, the man who makes the ladies sore and begging for more, your host with the most, TJ Bowser, signing out.
What's up, Gorehounds? This is Big Johnny D saying see you later.
This is your killing machine, Bobby and Moan saying, I'll kill you guys later.